Hello, Professor. This is our submission for the team eligibility for the senior project class. Here's a document with the requirements you asked us for. So first of all, we have team members. My name is Marcel Riera and my partner is Carlos Barrios. We are both individually eligible and we hope we both have at least 20 hours per week for the following 6 sprints that are going to be the project. So under project selection, we're both locked on the project crowdsourcing parking. We're fully committed and we have no interest on other projects. We have already agreed with the project owner about the scope of the project via email. We do have a meeting for next week on Tuesday, but the project owner was busy, so most of the communication was via email. Next, for the project plan, most of the documents are on this drive. First of all, with the high-level project plan and roadmap, can go here to the drive and under planning overview. So here they are the technologies we agreed upon. For the front end, we're going to be using React Native, and for the back end, we're going to use Firebase. This is the list of the features for the minimum viable product that we agreed upon. And here's some other features we would like to accomplish as well. So we grouped all these features into 4 epics, which are like the account system, the consumer producer system, the transaction system, and the review rating system. And here's an overview of how we want to accomplish them in a little roadmap. Next, we have the epics. I already mentioned them, but we have also them defined on Azure DevOps. Go to the project here on the boards. Here are the epics as well, and we also started with the user stories, but they are still in progress. Next, we have the sprint dates and meetings, which are also on this drive. Under sprint calendar, so we have for the 6 sprints defined dates for the sprint pre-planning, sprint review, sprint retrospective, and the daily scrum meeting as well. Next, for the meeting minutes template, we also have it here on the drive. It can be found here, template meeting minutes. And here's the template. Then DevOps, continuous integration and continuous development. So we're using a combination of Azure DevOps and Microsoft Application Center. So from DevOps, we're using the wiki. We're using also the Scrum board. We're also using Azure repos for the version control. For testing, we're using jest.js, which includes the unit and functional testing, and it's already integrated to the build pipeline. So for the build and release pipeline, we're using Microsoft Application Center. And for time tracking, we're using 7-Pace Time Tracker, which is linked to Azure DevOps. So what we can see here, the time is already installed. We have here the overview of the wiki. Over the wiki, we have the diagrams, the planning from the drive. Let's continue now with the UML diagrams. You can access it here, or you can also access it on the drive under UML. Here we have the class diagram with an overview of the front end we plan. And here we also have a use case diagram with the different users we expect. And next, let's go over the pipeline. So the way it's set up, every time there's a push to the repos here in Azure, it's triggered on App Center. So here on App Center we have 2 applications. One is for Android and one for iOS platform, but they are both linked to the same repository. So if we go, for example, to the Android application, here we have the build section. We already built it before, but we can go to the settings. And we also have here the unit test uh, activated. So what it does is it calls the npm test command. So it runs the unit test that we created on the project. Once the project is built, it goes to the distribution part, and it distributes to, in our case, the collaborators, which by now is just me and my partner. And the way it works is it sends an email. Here's an example saying that there's a new version of the application which is available, and it allows to install it on the device. So with that, it concludes the video. Um, I believe those are all the requirements. If you have any feedback, please let us know. And thank you for watching.